Alright, whatever, I'll just begin. Don't mind any, like, background noise or whatever. Uh, alright. So, I guess I was gonna make this into a video. And then I was like, alright, I'll just do a standard sit-down stream and we'll talk about this. So, no, there was a Nintendo Direct and all that. It was okay. I'll be honest with you. It's not terrible, but it was just okay at best. Not like the worst thing ever. There's like I guess some cool things that come out of it. You really only get you only get like only four major Nintendo announcements. Actually three, cause well, Rhythm Heaven. I don't know where it is. Rhythm Heaven is here somewhere. I don't know if that's a Nintendo franchise. They announced some pretty odd things here and there, but yeah, Rhythm Heaven was one of those announcements, and that's pretty cool. I'll get into it a bit deeper. But in total, you only get like three major Nintendo announcements here, or well, I guess add the other two, and it's like four or five, I guess. Like it's not a terrible direct or anything, I'm not gonna say it's bad. I wouldn't even say I was like disappointed. Just kind of okay. It was just meh, fine, okay direct you got here. And I'm just gonna, go over it and give my thoughts on the various different announcements. Probably won't be here for that long, but I guess I'll ask. What did you think of this direct? If you've seen it, what are your thoughts on the announcements? What do you think of something like Tamagotchi Life coming back? That's actually pretty cool. They could have done a straight port if they wanted to of the original game, and then other stuff like Metroid Prime 4 and and then like what else was and then Pokemon or whatever. Kind of want to hear what you think. All right, all right. I'm done being quiet. All right, let's just get into it. There's a lot of just kind of a lot of sort of fill. I'm not gonna say there's like filler here. Just a lot of like I don't know. Near the end of it, I was just kind of like, well, I guess this direct kind of shows that they don't have many games left for the Nintendo Switch. I mean, we have like two coming out next year, being Tamagotchi Life and Rhythm Heaven. But I don't know. It just shows that this console is kind of on its way out, and it just makes me wonder, like, what else would they have for the rest of this year? Because if Switch Two doesn't come out until like the holiday times, what the hell are they gonna have for the rest of the months of this year? If that's the case, why wouldn't they have revealed certain games? I don't really understand that. Cause that's just weird to me. I don't know. It just depends on how the Switch 2 gets released. So we'll see how it goes. I guess it's very odd to me that they just like I don't know. Part of me at first was thinking, why wasn't this like a partner showcase? I mean, there are like first party Nintendo games here and all, but I don't know. I just thought it was like a little odd, and I just kind of felt, wow, okay, that just happened. I guess. I mean, there's some okay. You got like a cool Marvel game, I guess. This looks kind of cool, I guess. This Marvel game that they show off. It looks cool. I'll say that. And then there's like a golf game. If anybody likes golf. Oh yeah, golf. Yay, woohoo! Everybody golfs or whatever, and it's just a golf game. But yeah, let's get into like the general announcements here. So, firstly, kind of a random, kind of an out there one that they just sort of threw in here. I'm gonna just let it play out. Well, I won't let it play out. I'll just skim through it as we talk about it. But Nintendo announced they announced like that you could now like move your game, like digital game cards that okay, your digital games that you have can now be moved over to other consoles, and they're calling it like digital game cards. It's neat. I think it's a kind of odd announcement because you could probably already do this before, but I guess it's now an easier task where on the screen, where if you go, let me show you because now there's this. Where is it? Where is this crap? Yeah, right here. So there's this little game card right here on this side of the screen, and now you can like digitally move. I guess yeah, you can only like digitally move them. They do show these. I just noticed this. They do show these as physical cards. So I guess it's kind of like data transfer. It's very odd to me. This already sort of existed before, but now it's easier, so that's cool, I guess. Hey, no longer do I have to sit for 5 minutes or so waiting for my game to be transported to the other one. Like, I'm not entirely sure how this is gonna work, but they show like a gallery of games here. I'm wondering if it's not only just Nintendo games though. Like, could I maybe transfer, I don't know, a Garden of Banban game over? Or maybe, let's say, oh, you heard that crack from my wrist, sorry. Or maybe like a Sonic game. I mean, if that's the case, that would be cool. In total, I noticed it says like 15 storage of data. But yeah, you kind of have to have like both Switches present. And of course, you could do this with the Switch too. So, I guess this was maybe built. I guess they only introduced this because the Switch 2 is coming. I don't mind that feature, and then you could do this with like I guess other people now too, where you could like I guess you transfer game data from other users, like Dad. I don't have much else to say. Cool, I guess it's just I already said that. What the I mean, I guess it's an easier way to transfer your games. There's not a lot to say about it. So, well, I guess we'll move on now. So, next up on the list, we have Nintendo introducing a news app. Really, it's not even that exciting. This was how they ended it off. There's like, hey, we've been doing Nintendo Directs for 11 years now and stuff. And so they introduced this app where every day you'll get random news from Nintendo. It's called Nintendo Today. Why did I call it Nintendo News? Whatever. It's Nintendo Today. You get random news from them every single day about anything. Of course, when Switch 2 comes around, you will have the opportunity to, see Switch 2 stuff. And really, there's not anything else to say about this. It's just an app where I could look at Nintendo news. I'm probably not going to download it, but whatever. That is the rest of this app. Yippee. Woohoo. Awesome. Alright, well, next up, we can now finally talk about something a bit more interesting. Something that I actually got right. Yeah. Hi. Hello, guy. So, okay, Metroid Prime 4. My only experience with this franchise is Metroid Dread. Really good game and all. But I'm actually a little intrigued with this game. So off the bat, I could definitely say it looks very visually nice. I really like this location. It has this, like, dystopian society vibe going on with it. I actually kind of like it. Kind of, I guess, in par with, like, the other games in the series a little bit. Well, maybe I'm wrong about that, but I think this is a cool looking environment. And Samus gets, like, teleported in. I do like this new aesthetic her suit goes for, this purpliness, and later on it will be a full red, which we'll get into. But yeah, you go into visor mode, and it seems to be just like Metroid Prime. There's new mechanics, of course, and you get to see her wander around this environment. This sort of jungly place, but there are some structures laying around. Well, we got to see sort of one. She gets into, I don't know if this is the part, but we get to see Samus get into some. You scan something right here. Kind of like the other games, and you get a piece of info on it. Like, that's it. It's as simple as that could be. And you blow stuff up with your cannon. That might actually be new. Could be wrong. That might be a new ability where she could charge up her arm cannon, or that's from the other games. But then you get this really cool cinematic cutscene. I like this. This game looks really nice for a Switch game. Like, it is, you get this very cinematic vibe going on here, and we get to see her fight these weird aliens. Not sure what these things are going to be called, but you could shoot at them, of course. Also on the top, I guess this is your bullet meters. Again, sorry if I'm not familiar with it, but it looks neat. You get more little enemies to fight, and then, of course, like with I guess the other games, Samus gets new powers in here with like the cool purple aura that she has, which I really like. Like the Affinity Gauntlet. I don't know why she's doing that. Power stance. Then you could steal energy. I don't know what they say here. Like move on. Okay, they say you can like open doors with this. I'm wondering if there will be some level of puzzle solving here, which would be neat. I can see the potential of it. But here's an ability that I really like. I'll let it play out. Samus can control her shots and just blast enemy. I think that's cool. I think that's really cool. The only, I guess, concern would be that this could be a very overpowered attack where once Samus hits into something, it's just not gonna stop, or you could just insta kill an enemy with it. I don't know. Maybe it's just me worrying a little too much, but that is like a main concern I would sorta have. But it's a cool looking ability. I like it. I think it could be pretty fun to use. And then, yeah, just let it play out. They just get blasted. They're dead. No more. Then there's this clock thing. Not fully analyzing this. I will mention I'll probably make videos on this game, and maybe also maybe these two. I don't know, but full videos. But I'm just discussing this. Samus walks into a room. It's so cinematic. I don't get it. This is a really nice looking game. It's almost like a movie. Meeting this guy, kind of. I don't know who this is. Kind of looks like a Chozo, like from the other game. Maybe this is connected to Dread. I don't know. You get more of these nice looking areas. Samus goes into ball mode. There's a Metroid that consumes a boss. This thing. And then, yeah, we kind of get to see, like, I guess, a boss here. And it's kind of it, really. Little monologue at the end, and then... Okay, I could show you it. This looks really cool. I like it. It's just all red. With, like, some gray in there. It looks really nice. This is a really nice looking suit. I like it. So, I'm intrigued, to say the least. That's what I will say about this. I am quite intrigued with Metroid Prime 4. I'll probably buy it. Probably should play the first game first, and then I'll check this one out. So, yeah, I was right about this being here. Still no release date, though, unfortunately. Next up, Legend Z-A, Pokemon. I don't know if my opinion's changed all that much. So it's kind of practically the same. It's basically the same stuff we've already seen for this game. My opinion has not really changed too much. Wow, this is blurry. I don't know if this is in the right quality. Okay, let's hope it looks a lot better. It still visually looks the same. Not the worst looking game ever, but could look better. And yeah, I'm not just gonna skip. It's just a lot of the same stuff. I'm not really sure how to feel about the introduced wild zones. I liked the sprawling areas of Legends. I guess it could still be fun nonetheless. At least it's keeping that gameplay in mind of being, you have a bit more freedom. You could catch Pokemon however you want. Wow, why does this... Okay, I don't want to be mean. Jesus. This grass, I don't know. I'm kind of bugged by this grass. I'm sorry. Yikes. I'm sorry. I mean, not the worst looking game, but yeah. And then Pokemon can be pretty hostile, like with Legends. I guess I don't know why they're like that. It's just you also go. I'm not. Okay, I'm just gonna skip a little bit, but the new thing they introduce here, which I think is an interesting idea. At nighttime, everything gets more hostile, and there's these trainers, these new characters that show up. Hey, I recognize that Pokemon. And there's like a rank system, which I think is an interesting idea. Another thing too is that you could sneak up on these trainers. How would I present? Okay, let me find it. Because it is in here. Or it'll just instantly find you and try to fight back. Why does this guy look like somebody I know? Nah, whatever. But yeah, you could sneak up to start an attack, and you have the rank. This person's at rank D, and you'll just engage into a fight with them. And yeah, you already know about Mega Evolution, but yeah, you have a rank system. I think it's like, okay, I guess you start at Z, and then you have to get to A. I don't know how many ranks there are. I'm gonna just say maybe, 5, maybe 6. I don't know. I don't know where they're trying to go letter wise, but there's ranks, and I don't know. I don't know what else to really say about it. Interesting idea though. I think that could be fun. Once you get to a high rank, you get some special wish. Man, I sure wonder if that Arceus guy. I sure wonder if Legend Z-A guy is evil. But that's it. Still no release date, but we got to see more of it. I'm intrigued. I like Legends, and I hope this is a good continuation off of that game. So, yeah. So, next up, we got Rhythm Heaven. This was like, okay, this right here, right next to Tamagotchi Life, are the biggest announcements out of this direct that they show off. This is neat, I can say. So, just Rhythm Heaven. You get this little joke saying there's no big story or anything, and you get this guy, this sad dude. He looks like a YouTuber that reviews Transformers movies. You probably know who he is. The guy with the hat. And it's just like a simple basic tutorial that teaches you how to play it. It's neat. I don't know when the last Rhythm Heaven game was, and I've never played a game in this series. But it looks intriguing, to say the least. Just this weird little walk cycle of these sad guys just doing their thing. I miss Mr. Puzzle! Okay. Alright, but yeah. Hey, what's up, Mark? Alright, so... Yeah, getting back into it. Yeah, it's just, you just jump to the rings. It's a simple tutorial just like that. And... Yeah, it's just it. You just jump from some rings. You gotta practice how to get through it. It's really, really goofy, really simple. And then you get a few other mini games in here, like rolls and duck hunt reference. I don't know if that smashing soda cans. What a weird dog cans. I don't know what those are. Kitchen, jump rope, and doesn't come out until like 2026. So we'll be waiting a while until that. So yeah. Ah, Mitchie. But alright, yeah, back in. But yeah, Rhythm Heaven's back. I know some people will be happy to see this game be back. And that's it. So, one more game left on the list. And then I guess we'll be done. This is pretty short stream. I just wanted to go over all of this and then just give my thoughts instead of like an actual video. So, something that I bet a lot of people are going to be happy about. Tamagotchi Life is back. They could have done a straight port of the original game on the 3DS, but they brought it back. Visually, this game actually looks kind of nice. I like the shading that these characters have. They still keep the weird, funny text-to-speech voices. It looks pretty nice. You're in like some sort of new place. Hang on. Look at this. Look at my man break it down. Oh boy. Oh, slay my king. But yeah, that's it. There is some sort of weird gimmick with this game. It's called like Tamagotchi Life and Dreams. And then there's like this weird. I'm pretty sure this is something from the original game, but they're giant. That's the dream. It's just out of nowhere. And then they wake up from that dream. That's it. There's not a lot to analyze. That's really it. Hey, I'm glad that it's back. Maybe I'll check it out. They could have straight up just not like they straight up. It's such a out there announcement, but it's cool, and that's everything I could really go over with this direct. That is it. Jeez. So overall, that's it basically for the Nintendo Direct. I don't have a lot of thoughts on it, really. I don't know how long I streamed this for, but it was okay. Like I've said, there's some cool announcements in there, like getting more Metroid Prime 4 is cool. I can't complain about that. And then there's also, Z-A. Not really sure about this game yet, but I think the rank mechanic is interesting enough. Rhythm Heaven is back. I know some people are generally going to be happy about that. It's been way too long. The virtual game card thing is, I guess, an easier way to transfer everything. And the last thing on the list is just Tamagotchi Life is back. So I could definitely see some people be pretty happy with this. Like, it's just an okay direct. That's all I could say. If there really isn't any other. Like, I don't know how this year is going to go due to this direct. They're probably saving the big games for, they're going to be saving those bigger games for the Switch too, obviously. Why wouldn't you? It's going to be a pretty big console, So, I don't know. Like, if we have to wait until, like, let's say November or September for Switch 2 to release, I've said it before, but what the hell else are we going to have for this year, I wonder? If the Switch 2 releases sooner than later, I think it's been rumored it would come out in, like, June. I guess we wouldn't have to wait too long, and there would be some game announcements at that. I'm not sure